I live in San Francisco, and there's a couple things that we're known for. Our streets, not because they're clean or they're beautiful. It's because they smell like shit and piss. And if there's a little bit of doo doo, even better. Nobody cleans up to them. Nobody cleans up. Nobody cleans up in this damn city. But luckily, it's been changing little by little. But if you go to the Tenderloin, it's still there. Or 6th and Mission. 6th and Mission, bar station, outside of it, smells bad. It's like they're trying to clean the downtown area, and then all the bag, all the dirty, pretty much all the guys that don't care about cleaning, they just move over there. So it was last week. I was walking to work, right? I think it was like a Friday or Thursday. I think it was Friday, and I go on the bar station, right? Because I work at downtown area, and I get on the train. Everything's good, right? Once I reach Glen Park Station, there's this individual, some white guy. To be honest, he looked kind of Eastern European, but let's say he's a white guy. He had a North Face jacket and he had a puffy jacket and he had a backpack and all that stuff. But the thing is, when you're seeing this guy walk, he walked like this super slow, like I'm doing right now. Stand there, and then he grabbed his backpack, put his jacket, the puffy jacket on, zip it up, and then stands there. Then goes to the other cart, try and go to the door, and literally just stay there for another 10 seconds. Then he goes in there, then comes back to my cart, and then from there, he was just, I don't know what he was on. Maybe he was on drugs, or maybe he's just, I don't know, has mental problems. But to be honest, I didn't feel safe. Here's the reason why. Because he was just absorbing, he was just looking around the whole time, looking at people. There was a couple kids. I thought, at first, I thought that guy was trying to snatch the kids. And I was ready. I put my phone down. And if he actually did that, I would have come out of, well, if he actually did snatch it, I would try to get the guy, pretty much. I was ready for that. Or, and the other situation, I was ready to duck down and tell people to duck down as well, because I thought this guy had behavior where he could have just pulled out a gun. Seriously, could have pulled out a gun. Thank God he got off on Civic Center. If you guys know where Civic Center is, it's like where all the, pretty much all the homeless, druggies are at, pretty much. That's their gathering point. That's where all the bad stuff happens, pretty much. Once you get out Civic Center. And I was like, dude, thank God nothing happened, man. Because I was like, at one point, I thought something super bad was going to happen, where the point where it could change my life drastically. And I'll be one of those other people that came out of the news, really, dude. Because the guy was showing strange behavior, you know. And when people do that, that's when bad thing happens, especially when they pull out an arm, you know, like, and they just trying to pretty much kill a bunch of people. And thank God nothing happened. Thank God everyone's safe. But guys, be careful out there, man. Don't be stuck at your phone. Because when I was looking at the guy, seeing all his movements, because I wasn't safe, man. I was not safe. But I see all people around me, they were on their phones, stuck like this. You know what I mean? Like they weren't aware of their surroundings. You know, where this guy was acting really freaking suspicious. You know, and just imagine if he actually did something. You know how people would have lost their lives there? But I guess a lot of people, I notice, like I'm part of the situation where I get distracted by using the phone, because hey, what am I gonna do, man? If I'm a Bart going to work, I'm probably gonna watch a YouTube video, right? Or play old school RuneScape or whatever. Whatever's in my mind. But we're living in a world where chaos is actually reigning over us, man. Like any day something bad happens, man. Actually, every day something bad happens. Every day something crazy goes on. You know, like it's like with the situation we have right now. So I mean, like that experience taught me something, and what it is to actually watch your back, man, because you don't know what's going to go on that day. Today might be good, but tomorrow you might experience something bad. It's always better to be prepared, not distracted, right? But I don't know. And that was the first time I seen that. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really scared. I was scared for my life. I was shaking a little bit because how am I gonna defend myself if the guy has a gun? You know what I mean? I can't dodge like Sonic or Goku. You know, I mean, I'm just a regular guy, man. Like the best thing I could do is duck down, dude. But what stops him from walking forward and just boom, getting us one by one? And we're in the train, so there's nowhere to run, dude. Like it's either A, you run back, or B, you go forward, try and tackle the guy without getting shot. But thank God nothing happened. Thank God everything was safe. But I don't know, man. This past couple weeks for me, I'm not gonna lie. A, I almost got in a fight for no reason. That's another thing, guys. A lot of people like to create chaos, bro. They thrive in chaos, man, where we should be logical. You know, we should think. Critical thinking. I guess a lot of people stop doing that, apparently, dude, because our emotions is what controls us most of the time, our ego, because we think we're badasses when we're not, dude. You know, any one of us could fall down in an instant, you know? A lot of people, you know, it's crazy. A lot of people like to be like, especially with guys, they like to be the macho man where if someone like literally talk back to them, they just want to beat their ass. Here's the thing with that problem. Here's the problem with that. Let's say some guy actually talked smack about me and actually started being the aggressor and start saying, "Hey, I'm gonna beat your ass." What happens when I actually try to throw a punch? The guy will pull out probably a side piece on me, and then boom, my life is done. You know, like that. Because these days nobody fight with their fists anymore. There's no honor in here anymore, dude. It's all cheap shots here at this point. So that's why you have to guys take care of yourself. Please, please don't let your emotions control you, because they will mess you up in the future. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. It really doesn't matter. Control yourself at all times. I know it's hard. I know trying to be positive, trying to be relaxed is the hardest thing. It is the hardest thing. There's a reason why. You know? Anger is pretty easy. When I play League of Legends, dude, you know how angry I get? You know how frustrated I get? And then it turns out I lose the game, but when I actually am positive, or I just not paying attention, results comes in. That's the thing. That's what we need to learn, guys. We need to learn to be patient and just let life do its thing. You know, we can't change anything, to be honest. But the best thing we could do is just be relaxed and go with the flow. Am I right or am I wrong? You tell me.